All right, guys, let's get started. We know that Nancy is running a little bit late on a commitment she had. She will be here for the council. We're just running a little late. So, with that in mind, we will go ahead and start. Appreciate everybody coming to the workshop. Today is November 15th. Time is 5:36 p.m. And I will start us off with some prayer. Father, we come to you tonight thankful for the opportunity and responsibility to come here together as a town and as the leadership of the town to make decisions for our future. It's a responsibility that none of us take lightly, and from time to time we do get heated in our opinions. Forgive us for that, Father, and as we forgive each other for that. It's easy to let personalities take control over rather than worrying about the issues. And I know that everyone here is working on that so that we can work better together. We ask your guidance in the thoughts and our actions as we go through the meeting tonight. The things we say, even the things we think, would be proper and acceptable to you. Guide us, keep us safe as we go back home this evening. These things we will give you the glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. All right. Roll call.
Tony.
Yep, here.
Nancy. Vivian.
Here.
Brad.
Here.
Jan.
Here.
Paul.
Here. Thank you. All right. First up, 2019 Severe Weather Preparedness Tax Holiday, which is coming up February 22nd through the 24th. That is Resolution 75. You've got it there. It's attached. And why do we have that in the workshop? Was there something we need to do?
Because anybody needs to discuss it.
Does anybody have any questions about that?
Nope.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. Chief, want to talk about the Narcan grant and just a moment about how you received the grant and what that means for our officers.
A couple of weeks ago, we were in a chief's meeting at the district attorney's office. And actually prior to that, I had received an email from the district attorney, said the grant available. Got on the phone, made the verbal application for it. 2 weeks later, we received 24 units of Narcan. It's a nose spray that's used if someone overdoses on opioids. We got 24 units of it, 6 per car, and it was valued at $1,800.
It's a huge get. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I was with Eddie at a chief's meeting in Tuscaloosa, where they bring in chiefs and mayors and talk about various issues. And one of the officers that had come out to assist Frankie and Tanya had a body cam on them. We've talked about buying for our officers, and as they're there first, and the Tuscaloosa's coming for backup, and he's got Narcan to revive this person because the guy's out of it. And as the officer runs up the stairs, of course you're running up the stairs with it because the camera's bouncing as you go because it's right here from chest high. He turns and you see Tanya and Frankie on their knees with filth all around them because they're in this person's home that's been disturbed by the drug activity that's been going on up to that point. He's laid out in the floor. They can't get any kind of response from him doing a sternal rub. You know, if you take your knuckles and rub it on somebody's chest, if there's anything in there, they're gonna react. Nothing there. The guy pops down on his knees, rips the package open, and it starts telling him how to administer the Narcan. the impressive thing I wanted y'all to see, and I wish you could see the video, is how quickly this person just wakes up. It's just like they've just been taking a nap and they woke up. So it is going to save some
It
lives.
was less than 2 minutes.
That's right. That's right. So it's something we need to keep, unfortunately, on our vehicles. If it becomes too big of a problem, maybe I don't know if we can charge that back to the people who did it. But anyway, and it was impressive to see Tanya and Frankie in action. We always think about them sitting down at a speed trap somewhere, but they were elbows and knees into it, helping these folks. So, thank you, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Well, don't go away yet, Eddie. I'm sorry. Charge guard, auto shut-off timer, police department. On further back in your package, you're going to have something called Havis Power Management. It looks like this.
Yes, sir.
That's what he wants to talk to us about. It has caused, the AVLs have caused some trouble with draining vehicles that sit there 24 to 36 hours. The city of Tuscaloosa put something like this on their cars, and that's when we got on the line. I'm going to let Eddie talk now.
Just FYI, for last week, we've had to replace the batteries on both the brand new Explorers. Because all the equipment plus AVL is just draining the batteries, killing them. David came in here one day, been driving around a couple of hours, went upstairs to do a report. When he comes back down, the battery's dead. So we had to replace both batteries. These, as I explained before, that's the charge guard. It's wired into the system. You can set it for a couple of seconds all the way up to several hours. When it reaches whatever time you've got it set at, it shuts the system down. When you re-crank it, it resets.
Is it quick to come back up?
I'm sorry?
Is it quick to come back up?
As far as I know, yes, ma'am. I talked with Fleet Safety. They're one of the distributors. Fleet Safety is the people that did the upfit on the new cars for us, put all the equipment in, the striping and everything. Their cost per unit was $70. We got it down from $99 from the factory. But they wanted like $210 to come down here and put them all in, $210 per unit to put them all in for us. Spoke with Express Oil up here, where we get our oil change, mechanic work done now. They'll install them for $100 per unit. So we still get them for $70 a unit. Express Oil will do the install.
And how many units?
I'm sorry?
How many units do we need?
4.
So that'd be $400 for installing, and it'd be 70 times 4 for the price.
Right.
What about mounts?
Ma'am?
What about mounts? Didn't you say once that we needed mounts for them? Also?
Mounts for these?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
They'll mount directly to the vehicle.
What kind of lifetime do they have warranty?
I have no idea.
And Eddie, I asked you this earlier, but for the purpose of those that were not here, does having them installed at Express reduce any warranty or guarantee that we would normally have from the manufacturer?
No. As long as they're a certified mechanic, which they are.
So it'd be $680 total for 4. Plus we don't have tax. Is that correct?
That's what I got.
All right. Do math in my head just a minute.
$280 will I buy all the units and $100 a piece to put each one in. Yes, $680, yes ma'am.
Didn't take very many batteries to replay the 680.
Right.
No, it doesn't. No, it won't.
That's good.
We'll be paying for one of those tonight, unfortunately.
We tried to get the batteries, so certain vehicles warranted by Ford, and Ford said that, well, the people at the County Country Ford said that if the battery's going bad, they're gonna have to test it. The test could take anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. If they determine after that all the equipment in the car, which we know it is causing it, they would not warranty the batteries.
Anything else for Eddie? All right, thanks. I promise to let you make it all the way back to your seat this time before I talk about it. All right, consent agenda. Had an opportunity to look over those things. Excuse me. Questions, comments?
Strike C and I.
Strike C and I.
Are you saying bringing them up for a separate vote?
We could.
Any other discussion? All right, minutes from September 13th, 18 workshop and council meeting, as well as 9/20, 10/2 special workshop meetings, and October the 11th workshop.
I saw one minor typo and I already talked to Cheryl about it.
Which
Okay,
one is
where is
the
it?
one you want to take? I'm sorry. Can I have
Whoever needs to do it.
Keep notes.
It is the council meeting on September 13th,
Okay,
page 4,
all right,
item F,
all right.
should say 45 days.
Oh, 4 days, it should be 45. Thank you. Okay, I agree. That it? Didn't take that one.
I looked at that, 4 days, you can't do anything in 4 days.
Any other additions or corrections to the minutes? Okay, department business. We'll start with the building inspector.
Had 14 building miscellaneous permits last month. 52 scheduled inspections. Collected over $4,000 in permits and fees. Of course, obviously, the same as stopping and checking contractors for business license permits. And of course, we're meeting with them to answer questions and stuff. And that doesn't go on our inspection sheets. And then dealing with complaints from developers, citizens that have issues with construction, issues going on, as well as issued 2 stop work orders in the last month.
How's the Jeep working out for you?
It's getting there and back
Starts every time?
so far. Well, it did one time. That's why it was bad a few months back.
Any other questions for George? All right, police department. Eddie,
You stepped out?
you stepped out. We'll come back around. Court.
We started off with $62,629.02. We deposited $8,250.64. We withdrew $49,660, $49,671.71, and we're at a balance of $21,207.95.
Any questions for Carol? Thank you. Eddie's still out. How about the town clerk?
General fund started out with $273,563.76. Paid out $31,818.18. Deposited $31,623.17. Ending balance $273,368.75. And the savings, beginning and ending same, $252,793.08.
Any questions for Sharon?
I have questions, but she and I will get together later.
Attorney, not yet. We can certainly skip his and give it the attention during the regular meeting, I imagine. Let me make sure he just didn't walk up to his office thinking he was through. Did get up twice, y'all excuse me just a moment.
I'm up again. You can call more. Just whenever you get this way, I'll meet you out here. I'm back to my work. I appreciate it. See you, man. Sorry about that. There was, Jeff Judd's got to reprogram one of our AVL systems.
Okay.
What was it, Mayor?
We're up to your department report.
For the month of October, we had 3 arrests on warrants, 35 assists or contacts, 37 calls in corporate limits, 16 calls in police jurisdiction, 11 calls out of jurisdiction, 2 calls to Petro, 2 domestic violence calls, 1 driving under the influence, 5 drug arrests, 1 false alarm call, 3 felony cases, 13 incident offense reports taken. We drove 5,257.6 miles, wrote 6 non-traffic citations, 2 on view arrest, 1 other type of arrest, 32 outside agency assists, 2 traffic accidents, 37 traffic citations, 53 traffic stops, and 2 warrants checked and 3 warrants served.
Questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
The shooting at the country club, did we arrest anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us anything about it?
It is still under investigation.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you fully staffed or are you a part-time person down?
We're a full-time person there.
Okay. What
I
about,
will tell you that they were outsiders. They weren't from our community. If you didn't know
Okay.
that.
Tommy Ford as part-time? Has
Yes,
he
ma'am.
started?
Yes, ma'am.
I have heard rumors, and I wonder if it's true or not, that he used his personal vehicle and picked up somebody and took them somewhere. Is that true or false?
I do not know.
I would like, there are a number of issues that I'm going to be addressing with Mr. Ford. And if you could just scratch that out shorthanded for me, I will make sure that gets addressed as well. If that occurred, that will be addressed as well.
Okay.
I have a question. Do we need to go in, if we have other questions due to personnel, do we need to go into executive session to discuss that? Or is that something that you do in front of everybody?
No, it needs to, if it could bring, if it could defame someone, we need to be in executive session.
can we put that on the agenda for our meeting so we can go into executive session?
Sure.
New business?
How about after the consent agenda? Between 5 and 4, approval of the agenda, and then, what we start department business? Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay. That will hopefully give,
5 and 6.
Nancy time, yeah, between 5 and 6, what did I say?
4 and 5.
4 and 5, yeah, between 5 and 6. That will hopefully give Nancy time to get here. Let's see. Okay, anybody got any other questions for Eddie? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Eddie. I handed out to you guys just a moment ago the only printout that's available from the local government insurance, health insurance board that doesn't deal with benefits. They have two, this is about insurance for employees is what it is. And they have two separate rates. The rates on the left, in there somewhere you'll see preferred. Okay, active employee premiums preferred. That's in that gray band with gray writing. That's really planned out very well. We are not preferred. You have to be in the system 3 years and meet some other requirements to get that discounted rate. So the highlighted rate is where we would be if we opted to go in. Now, the local government health insurance plan is a Blue Cross and Blue Shield administered plan, and it is you are lumped in with every other municipality statewide that's part of this plan. That rate that is highlighted there, that is the cost of a single rate for health insurance, no dental, no vision. It has no age restriction. It simply has 2 tiers, single or family. If you add a minor daughter, then you're jumping up to the family rate by adding the $754 to it. Right now, my count is, and this is a pretty good count, we have 5 employees that would take advantage of this if we made it available to them. I'm going to be making some recommendations during the council meeting, but I wanted to answer any questions I could for you now. Their open enrollment period is going on right now, but we can enroll any first of the month throughout the year. She said right now the earliest we could be looking at would be a February 1 enrollment if we started doing stuff right now to get it going, if we voted to do it. And this, let me help you out with this matrix a little bit as well. The $495, that's for a single person. It doesn't matter for age. If that $495, if that person adds someone to their plan, it could be a minor child, it could be a wife, a husband, or a spouse and 8 kids, it's going to go up $754, making that total $1,249.
Only the 5 people.
Can't read one of those.
I appreciate you getting the quotes. That's something I think we would love to provide, but I don't think we can really do anything with it until we get it back here.
That was
Okay. I
taken care of there.
I understand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing we need to be making employees aware of, a new thing that the ACA brought in are carve-out clauses. And of course, they were around before the ACA, but it got prevalent after the Affordable Care Act went into effect. And that is that if a spouse's employer offers insurance, you are required to take that insurance. If I'm on my wife's insurance and all of a sudden my employer starts to offer it, her employer has a clause that says, if my employer has insurance for me, I have to take that insurance. So we've got to be mindful of, I've checked with those that I know want the plan, and it would not affect them. But that is something we need to give consideration to as we move that direction. I do know that we'll continue to lose good people until we can start offering things like this. Does anybody else have anything else they want to bring before the workshop?
Just some agenda additions for the council meeting.
Okay.
Do you want to start? Or you want me to start?
Yeah, I gave Cheryl a list of things that we carried forward from previous, what I do with it? From previous meetings.
You just have a copy of this for today. How many people need a
I
copy?
want to add these two that I want to add, so everybody have a copy.
Sure. Will you put it on there so my handwriting will not be good enough for everybody to read?
Okay.
So we may just carry them forward, but
Give me the address. That's not one you have on every list, is it?
What's that?
Makes you smile at least.
And.
How many copies?
Do I need to put attorney? No, that's already on there.
yeah, it's all right.
It's already on there. Never mind.
2, 3, 4.
I've got mine.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me this. Because Cheryl didn't give me the space to add on this list. But I love this. I love that. Give everybody a copy of that. This helps. Yes. That's why you do Xerox and a lot.
This morning, just, I'm get away from it.
Now, this is a busy time of year for everybody.
So many things today, and so I got stuff back in the file cabinet in my hands, but this huge.
They have to take some of this disposable gloves. Didn't take time to get.
They didn't think about it until I started itching. But you know, after a few minutes, when the clerk sees my hands, she'll come in and say, I'll get to that place.
I want some of your darn sausage, we can go back to Atlanta.
You said Cheryl's already got one.
9, 12 of them, whatever pounds they eat. I work. So good.
These two.
They were good.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Can we put those in new business somewhere?
I'm sure.
This is old business and this is new business, right?
So maybe C under new business, personnel related motions.
New business.
How did you label that, Tony?
Personnel related motions.
Thank you.
And they total 1, 2, 3, 4.
Person related.
Personnel.
Where are we?
That's under new business, item C.
Personnel related business. I have a copy of this, and I have to one.
I got 2 copies myself. Is that not your
I got
copy?
No, mine's right here.
Nancy's gonna need one.
Yes, you have. Do you have one of those motions, an extra motion for me?
Okay.
So under this list that on our business, are we just gonna start naming them C, D, E, F, G, H, all the way down? Is that what y'all wanna do?
Sounds good. Okay.
I have a question, if I could.
Certainly.
The septic tank application status, would that not fall under A, under old business, the sewage issue,
Quite possibly.
instead of having it repetitive?
Twice.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry, I'm a guy, I couldn't do it.
Under old business A, I have sewage issue.
Mhm.
Would the septic application status not fall under that category?
Yeah, we should have that answer by the time we get to it, so, yeah.
The second one as well, to both go under A and not be separated out.
Okay. So,
So we can knock those two
Separate.
off,
So that would be.
or combine them with A?
Yeah, combined.
A and
how about the next one down? Is it gonna be all under A as well?
Sure. All three of those
So
can.
C is gonna be safe room.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't, okay.